Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me on this new episode of Star Trek The Original Series. Okay, so today's turn is for Return to Tomorrow, Season 2, Episode 20. So this episode sounds a little bit like, Back to the Future, Return to Tomorrow. It's, I don't know, it feels kind of the same. I really enjoy those episodes when it's about time travel. So if this episode is about time travel, I'm gonna be very pleased. Remember that you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You can also like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support the creation of more videos and you want to see the full reaction, uncut, uncensored of this episode, you can become a patron or a YouTube member. I will leave all the links in the description box below. Also, remember, start voting for your 15 favorite episodes of Season 3 so that I can choose the 15 episodes I will react to, and the other 15 that didn't have enough votes will go to Patreon. For today's episode, I'm gonna have a cup of green tea. This is a beautiful cup that my sister brought me from Idaho. I love the way that it looks. I'm a big fan of coffee mugs, so if you have one, you want it displayed, send it over. Oh, and today I got Robin! You guys have no idea how much she hates television, I guess. It's like, I hate the cameras. So, let's get this done.
Does not seem to even exist, and yet it's affecting all my channels.
Like interference?
Well, someone or something is attempting to attract our attention.
Someone or something has succeeded.
Yeah.
We are hundreds of light years past where any Earth ship has ever explored.
Oh, wow.
Class M planet, Captain.
Close to Earth
Okay.
conditions.
It is much older than Earth, and about 500,000 years ago, its atmosphere was totally ripped away by some sort of cataclysm. The
Oh,
planet has sensors detect no life of any kind.
okay.
All your questions will be answered in time, Captain Kirk.
Oh, they know him by name.
I am Sargon. It is the energy of my thoughts which has
Isn't that
touched
the name
your
of a
vision
god?
and directed you here. Now,
Oh,
with
they
this
lured him.
I read what is in your mind.
Oh.
And I am as dead as my planet. Does that frighten you, James Kirk?
A little, yeah.
Because if you let what is left of me perish, then all of mankind must perish too.
Oh, he's not toxic or anything. Wow. Okay. Well, as a kicker, I have to say, we've already seen intelligent forces that can sort of manipulate the outside atmosphere, like in the case of Trelane. I remember that he's just a representation, a human representation, but we saw his parents speaking from the sky, and they don't seem to be like, beings with a body. So I guess this is something similar to it. Also, oh my god, the first episode with the Klingons, my mind is elsewhere today. Shit, what was the name of it? Can't believe I'm gonna have to search for it. I know, the Organians. Errand of Mercy. Errand of Mercy. Totally forgot that. So like I was saying, the Organians in Errand of Mercy also are beings that need no bodies, and, they can conduct their business. The same thing happened in Arena. Anyway, let's continue.
The energy of pure thought telling us something has survived here for those thousands of centuries.
A presence.
Log entry up. How long before Starfleet receives that?
Over 3 weeks at this distance, sir.
Oh, they are really far.
So it's registering some form of energy deep inside the planet.
Your probes have touched me, Mr. Spock.
Is that a complaint?
Spock,
Captain, I do wish to inspect whatever this is.
Of course
that
he's
lived that
interested.
long ago.
and I would like to have my science officer with me, but it is full of unknowns, and we can't risk both of us being off the ship.
Oh, I think somebody wants Spock.
On the other hand, perhaps the Sargon would like you to come with us.
There you go.
Will you transport down with us, Mr. Spock?
It's not like he could say no, right? a little bit pink and green colors again.
I'd like to know what we're getting into, Bones. As long as you know that there's something down there, you could destroy us just standing here if they or it wanted to.
They or it?
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Dr. Ann Mulhall, astrobiology.
Oh, astrobiology.
I was ordered to
Nice.
report here. Strange, I'm not sure.
Oh, Sargon. Yes.
I did receive an order to report here for duty.
Just as you received an order to bring me along.
But did they speak the order? How did she get the order? Wait, what about the other? He left the red shirts? That's mean. That's discrimination. Okay.
I am Sargon.
That's fear?
Sealed in this receptacle is the essence of my mind.
Okay.
But you once had a body of some type.
A body much as yours, my children.
That's twice you've referred to us as my children.
Yeah.
Because it is possible you are our descendants, Captain Kirk. 6,000, perhaps your own legends of an Adam and an Eve were two of our travelers.
Our beliefs and our studies indicate that life on our planet Earth evolved independently.
That would tend, however, to explain certain elements of Vulcan prehistory.
The records of our travels were lost in the
Wait,
cataclysm.
so she is saying no humans were completely, well, people from Earth came independently, but Spock does support what Sargon is saying, so are we to probably admit that we don't originate from Sargon, but Vulcans do, and that will explain a higher mind? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Which we loosened upon ourselves.
A war. And perhaps your intelligence wasn't so great, Sargon.
Exactly.
One day our minds became so powerful we dared think of ourselves as gods.
Oh, wow. Haven't we seen that happen already?
He was Jewish.
I want to get out of there. Oh, whoa.
Just a moment, Doctor.
What is happening?
I am
Oh, he possessed him? That's spooky. Are you going to kill Kirk?
What do you propose to do with your
Exactly, you're going to kill Kirk.
Still Jim's body.
Yeah. Are his hands on vacation? Oh no, look at... Oh no, they're not on vacation. You were getting ready.
see again. Heart pumping.
Oh, he's having a rush. He's feeling.
500,000 years.
Oh, wow.
Be
To
again.
be.
Your captain has an excellent body, Dr. McCoy. I compliment you both on the conditions on which you maintain.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Our captain is quite unharmed, although his mind generates insufficient energy for him to speak from there, as I
Oh, okay, so they switched places?
The same radius.
You're aware of what's
Wait.
happening to us?
I mean, if I were Kirk, and suddenly I was speaking, like I would normally speak, and then I was not in my body, I couldn't feel anything, and I was just pure energy, locked inside a sphere, and the fact that you can't shit your pants because you just can't do it, it's gotta be the scariest, most traumatic experience a person could go through. Because, dude, we live feeling. I mean, it's one of our 5 senses. And this guy just had a rush feeling himself inside Kirk's body in a way that he was like, oh, my lungs getting filled with air. Like, he was having a rush. He was really enjoying this. And the fact that Kirk is there, I mean, I would be concerned for his mental health after he comes out of it. If he comes out of it, which of course he will. But like, if I were the scriptwriter, I would still go like, oh, will he ever, like, yeah. What about his mental health?
Heart action double. Temperature 104 degrees.
He'll die if you don't leave his body.
Oh,
What is it you want of us?
of course. His body needs a lot more,
In the next room,
a higher
there
metabolism.
are the other two of us
Oh,
that survived.
it's 3 of them.
You, Dr. Admiral Hull, and you, Mr. Spock. We require your bodies also,
And McCoy's there to just, monitor them?
so that we may live again.
And what about their minds? Like, are you gonna leave them in the sphere forever? What? Okay, so I had a lot of problems with my other phone that I was recording with. It's this one over here. It just started overheating, so I just had to stop. I've been having problems with this. I think this phone is just about to die. So I had to use my other phone that for some miracle has been there for more years. I've already done a couple of videos with it, and I am recording sound in a separate device. So I'm just gonna continue right where I was left. I just rewinded it for 10 more seconds. I'm sorry for these interruptions. I hate when my workflow is not flowing the way it should, but we are back. We can continue. Oh my goodness, this took forever. I'm not kidding, forever.
Thalassa, my Thalassa.
Oh, there's something there.
Only the best minds were chosen to survive. Thalassa, from the other side, realizing our mistake.
From the other side?
Probing, waiting, probing.
That was a long time probing.
My mind touched your vessel.
Okay.
So you could steal our bodies from us?
To steal. To take them from you. No.
Oh, he's sweating.
Heartbeat 262. Entire metabolic rate correspondingly high.
Yeah, he's going super wet now.
Our bodies, Sargon. For what purpose?
Yeah.
Build.
Oh, he's gone.
To build humanoid robots. We must borrow your bodies long enough to have the use of your hands, your fingers.
Then you intend to construct mechanical bodies, move your minds into them, and then return our bodies to us.
Okay.
Engineers, technicians, why can't they build your robots for us?
Exactly.
Our methods, our skills are far beyond your abilities.
So what's the difference between one body and the other? Wait, okay. This reminds me of this other episode with this beautiful android, Andrea, I think it was, What Are Little Girls Made Of? And yeah, this doctor was building, humanoid robots and, perpetuating their species, right? He was no longer the doctor himself. He was just this android. And so they were supposed to be better than us because they didn't need any food or anything like that. Also in Mud's Women? No, I Am Mud. The second episode, he was being used by, these humanoids. They are also robots. It's not exactly the same concept, but they were trying to get away with the ship so that they could, thrive elsewhere, I guess. And also in Metamorphosis, is it Metamorphosis where they find this guy that has been presumed dead for 100 years and he was in this planet with this force. So we have this force which is an intelligent form. Then in order to have a more physical relationship with him, he used the other doctor and, he possessed her. But this is nothing about, trying to survive elsewhere. He just did it because he wanted this presence wanted to be with the lieutenant. However, I think some of these elements we've already seen them before and we can relate to this episode, but it's kind of funny from my perspective that they took Kirk's body by force. They never asked for permission. But now it is asking permission to them so that they can use their bodies, except the problem with the metabolism, this guy's about to pass out. He has an incredible body, which means he's not going to go for a couple of more minutes, but still, it has a little bit of a twist that I'm liking here. Oh, he left him. Oh, he did pass out.
I was
floating in time and space.
Oh.
I remember when Sargon and I exchanged as we passed.
His voice doesn't have the echo.
For an instant, we were one. I know now. I know what he is and what he wants.
Okay.
And I don't fear him.
That's the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard. An alien practically hijacks your body and then corks you into a bottle and
I'm afraid that I must agree with Dr. McCoy. You could be suffering from a form of false euphoria.
Could be, okay.
Go to your vessel. All who are involved must agree to.
What if we should decide against you?
Yeah.
Then you may go as freely as you came.
You're going to what?
A simple transference. Their minds and ours.
Quite simple. Happens every day.
Scotty.
Yeah, exactly.
Since you'll be working with them, furnishing them with all they need to make the android robots. Be
It all seems rather indecent to me.
I'm not so certain of that, Doctor.
With their knowledge, mankind could leap ahead 10,000 years.
Bones, they'll show us medical advances, miracles you never dreamed
Oh,
possible.
man.
Scott, vessels this size, with engines the size of walnuts.
Oh, yeah, joke. They could destroy us without meaning to. And all he wants is the body of our captain. And our second in command, too.
Just those.
What's your attitude on that, Doctor?
Well, if we all agree,
Oh, she wants this. She wants
I'm
this.
willing to host the Lace's Mind.
Yeah, she's so into it.
The opportunity is an extraordinary one for...
My question is, why isn't Spoke all over her? It's like his perfect match.
Engine the size of a walnut.
He can get over that.
It must be unanimous.
Then I still want one question answered to my satisfaction. Why? And let's not kid ourselves if there is no potential danger in this.
I don't know. I mean, the benefits, of course, the way that they present them are awesome. Like engineering advances, medical advances, and so many other aspects that they could be helping humanity with. But Bones is right. This is dangerous. We don't know the extent of their power yet. I mean, I was thinking, we only know that there are 2 more remaining, forces or entities in these spheres? What if one of them is another Jack the Ripper, or the Unabomber? I don't know, someone who's just, crazy in the head. How do we know that probably they didn't bring an idiot with them? Like, of course, if they're gonna use the hottest woman on the cast to be possessed by the guy's wife, of course, yeah, Kirk and the Doctor, they're gonna go through that. I'm all over it. I got it, okay? Spock is there for a reason. What kind of concerns me is that Spock is much stronger and has a superior mind with many other abilities that I don't know if these entities can use. For example, Spock can read but they can also read minds. Never mind. So they're pretty much not the same level, I would say. These guys are more advanced because they can preserve their minds for millions of years like that. But still, the way that they selected, cherry picking these people, I know there's an ulterior motive, and probably that's why they're making McCoy's reaction. Obviously it is. But I think they're giving it too much emphasis because there's something going there, right? Or I don't know, maybe the girl is the psycho. I don't know, could be.
Do you wish that the first Apollo mission hadn't reached the moon? That's like saying you wish that you still operated with scalpels and sewed your patients up with catgut, like your great-great-great-great-grandfather used to. I'm in command. I could order this.
But you have to agree.
Dr. McCoy is right. The enormous danger potential.
You see, they are so emphatic.
The potential for knowledge and advancement is equally great.
Yeah.
Risk is our business. That's what this starship is all about.
What an amazing phrase. Sorry, it just came. Risk is our business. What a slogan. Okay, I got too hyped for it. Never mind.
That's why we're aboard her.
That's some speech.
Do I hear a negative vote?
Look at their faces.
Ready, Sargon.
What a scary moment.
The transference
The echo is
is
back.
complete.
Is he gonna have echo too when he speaks? Oh yeah.
Hello.
Look at him.
Oh, you are a lovely female. A pleasant sight to wake up to after 500,000 years.
Thank you.
Oh, she's gonna find Kirk.
What it felt like. Sargon?
Here, in this body.
In this very good body. I love the hairdo on this woman.
I'm not displeased, my husband. Your body is not unlike that which was your own.
And I too am pleased, beloved.
Dude, if he says that's an improvement, she can just slap him. Now that's why the doctor was so interested, right?
This is an excellent body, Doctor. Strength, hearing, eyesight, all far above your human norms. I'm surprised the Vulcan...
How does he know? Has he ever possessed humans before so that he can tell the difference between how does one body feels next to a Vulcan? How does he know?
Nurse.
Oh, her body's not that good.
This Vulcan body is accustomed to the higher metabolism.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was gonna be like that.
Until you can administer a metabolic reduction injection.
Okay.
This formula will reduce the heart action and the bodily functions to normal.
Okay.
On the bodies are hypo, you will code mark with Elisa.
Okay.
This one, you will code mark for me.
Yes, sir.
Does he need it?
You will administer to Captain Kirk.
That looks different.
Typo does not contain the same formula.
Since I will arrange for you to administer each of the injections, no one else will notice.
Without the same formula, Captain Kirk will die.
Yeah. He's gonna fucking kill him.
That was it. I will inform
Oh,
Captain
shit.
McCoy that
Sargon would not permit me to keep this body. It is therefore necessary for you to kill your captain so that Sargon will die with him.
Yeah, but Kirk's going down with him, you asshole. What? I told you there was something there that I didn't like, but I didn't expect Enoch to like, oh yeah, we're gonna kill your captain. Like he saw the advantage of being taken into Spock's body, and he took the opportunity right away. He didn't know he was gonna get Spock. Sargon chose him for him. So, yeah, Sargon's probably gonna be regretting his choices. Like, next time I'm gonna give you fucking McCoys, you know? Are they gonna make out every 5 minutes? Is he gonna kill them both?
In 2 days, you'll have hands of your own again, Felisa. Android robot hands, of course. Hands without feeling. Enjoy the taste of life while you can.
We can move among the people who do live, teaching them, helping them not to make the errors we did.
Well, it's kind of noble.
What is it, Sargon?
He needs the injection. Shit. I'm kind of concerned. Okay, so this guy is like, I'm gonna kill Sargon, so I need to kill the body as well. He's gonna be completely eliminated. But then he's like trying to convince Tallahassee, this woman, like, you're not gonna have any feelings, like, take advantage of this couple of days, but then you're gonna go to the synthetic body. You're not gonna feel anything. I don't know. What is he doing?
Something wrong, Miss Chapel?
Yeah, he saw that.
I am so pleased the way they are responding, Doctor.
She looks really nice with her hair down.
I tell you, lady, this thing won't work.
It will have twice the strength and agility of your body, engineer. That is assuming you'll stop wasting your time and allow us to complete it.
Exactly, shut up.
You awoke
Oh, I thought it...
This body to live and feel again, Felicia. How much we can do for mankind. These bodies, too much to ask for in return.
He wants to snatch them!
I hate it.
Oh, you snake.
There was no error. The formula is correct.
But of course, he doesn't know about his formula.
It is an excellent body. There, you see.
In time, a host body will become accustomed to us, husband. Injections will no longer be necessary.
That
Are
will
you
take
kidding?
months.
What will that word mean to a machine?
Our thoughts will intertwine.
Will they, husband? Will they intertwine like this? Can two minds press close like this? Can robot lips do this? What is it?
The kiss of death. Oh, no, and then there comes the injection of death. For real. Ah, Why didn't the liquid move?
He's dead.
This fucker killed him!
Do I list one death or two?
Yeah.
When Sargon is dead,
Shit.
but is Captain Kirk dead?
Yeah, his mind is alive, right?
Yes, but his consciousness is still in the receptacle into which it was transferred earlier.
Yeah. But can he transfer himself to another entity? Like himself?
All his vital organs are now working, Doctor.
Oh, that's a beautiful woman. Whoa, who's that?
I pretend to work on that thing, Enoch.
Oh, that's...
Never intended to leave Spock's body.
This is your new home, Felicia.
the Chinese man?
I'll have female features. And you no doubt want the mechanism to at least appear to be a woman.
That is so mean!
It is ready, Felicia.
It looks so...
Sargon would have required that you enter the mechanism immediately.
He's such a horrible person. Okay, lady, you're taking it too far, okay? That man has feelings, okay?
Would you like to save your Captain Kirk?
It was impossible.
Oh, is she gonna trade the bodies? Like, let me keep this, and I'll give you Kirk's?
We have many powers Sargon did not permit us to use.
Here we go.
This body pleases me.
And Henoch intends to keep Spock's body,
Of course.
I require only your silence. Isn't that worth your captain's life?
Told you.
Neither Jim nor I can trade a body we don't own.
Exactly.
It belonged to a young woman.
Who you hardly know. Almost a stranger to you. In contrast to what we are, you are a prancing, savage medicine man.
She's just... What a bitch! Stop it!
Temptations within a living body are too great. Forgive me.
I am pleased, my beloved. It is good you have found the truth yourself.
Wasn't he dead?
I have power even Henoch does not suspect, beloved.
Oh.
Just as we would have placed our consciousness within robot, Sargon has placed his into yours.
He's in the ship?
Doctor, leave us. We have much work to do.
What? What? So Sargon's not dead, and he's in the ship. He just witnessed his wife threatening McCoy to die and punishing him, like, you know, causing him pain. He just saw his wife using her worst. Like, listen, I can just fucking kill you or torture you to get whatever I want. And, you know, she's admitting that this is because she's way too tempted to keep the body. And who cares about this woman? You barely know her. She's being a horrible person, and Sargon just witnessed all of that. But what is she gonna do? Like, she just told McCoy to fucking leave. I don't get it. Oh. What's happening?
Nurse Chapel, find the devil.
She's like a robot right now. But which one is it? Was it Sargon? Oh, okay.
All right. Yes, I'm fine.
My voice doesn't have any echo.
I'm in Mohall, back in my own body.
So they left. Wait, they destroyed it?
Jim, the receptacles. Spock's consciousness was in one of them. It was necessary.
What?
There is no Spock to return to his body.
Yeah! They just killed...
Officer, your best friend.
No, wait.
Bones prepare a hypo, the fastest, deadliest poison to opens. Spock's consciousness is gone.
No, they have to kill the
Must kill
body.
his body.
Okay.
The thing in it.
Wait, but no... Whoa. Oh, no! Hold it, but wait. No, of course Spock is not dead. That's a fact. He's not dead. He's just not on his body. Okay, so the 3 receptacles are gone. Okay? Now, Talisa is now with Sargon in the ship, I imagine. Okay? He must have allowed her to be able to use that power or something. But now she is with him. So she's not in a body. Okay, so McCoy was in this room, right? And Talisa told... She's like, we have no time to waste, and like Sargon is alive and all that. And Nurse Chapel came in, and then Talisa told him to get out. And then the receptacles were gone. Spock is in Chapel. Spock is in Chapel. That's my bet. Spock is inside Chapel. That's it. And now he's terrorizing everyone.
Let me make an example of you too, Hal.
Oh, so Uhura got frisky. Yes, please?
Fortunately, Doctor, I know every thought.
Wait.
And inject him with it.
Okay. Is that the poison? Oh, now he feels him? Oh, so it was a poison. And Sargon didn't let him use his power? Oh, he's dead. Dead, all right.
I could not allow your sacrifice of one so close to you.
Yeah, she's getting the light. Yeah, I told you.
You're alive. There's enough poison in that hypo to kill 10 Vulcans.
No, Doctor. I allowed you to believe that to be true, so that Enoch would read your thoughts and believe it also.
Sargon.
It seems, Doctor, the injection was only enough to cause unconsciousness.
So what happened
But
to Enoch?
believed and fled the body. He is destroyed.
But your vessel
Oh.
Where was your consciousness kept?
The place Hennock would least suspect.
That is why I was summoned into sick bay, Doctor.
Yeah.
We shared consciousness together.
Oh, how romantic.
You can allow Thalisa and me to share your bodies again. A last moment together.
Okay. I mean, of course, she says yes, of course.
Oblivion together does not frighten me enough.
That is so sad. They wanted to help.
I promise.
To oblivion?
Forever. Beloved.
This is so sad. What? But that is so sad. Holy shit.
Yes, I was happy to cooperate, Captain.
Yeah, happy.
It was beautiful.
And sad. This girl looks like she's 17 sometimes. Okay. For the first time, I get a right prediction on this one. I don't know. This episode was very entertaining, I have to admit. It was not about time travel that I thought it was gonna be. So Sargon was left there waiting for 500,000 years. That's a long time. And he was probing and trying to find intelligent life. And coincidentally, he gets the Enterprise. Okay, so that's alright. I like it. They went out there way beyond where humankind had explored, and so obviously they got found. Okay. One of the things that I found entertaining was the names. I really like the names. Enoch, kind of biblical. Sargon, I think is the name of a god, a Babylonian god, and Thalesa. She is beautiful to begin with. This woman is incredibly beautiful. But one of the things that I really liked is this game of, consciousness. This is something that really, I don't know, I find it interesting, and you will probably get to see, I am not lying, like a lot of years ago I made this video about what are little girls made of, and I made a review video about it. I'm gonna leave a link to this video somewhere, and I really like when Star Trek kind of touches this thing about consciousness. We saw it there, and how Kirk was able to trick his consciousness when he is placed in this new body, so that he could give himself away to Spock, calling him horrible things. This is something that I really liked about Westworld, this TV series, that then it became a terrible chaos, but the first 2 seasons were amazing, and it was also about playing with consciousness of real people into synthetic bodies. I also spoke about RoboCop and Chappie and some other movies that have tackled the idea of placing consciousness in different bodies or entities. In this case, it was about both again. We saw it happening on natural bodies, and then they were going to be transferred to a synthetic one, which was not really something that the Thalesa wanted. Obviously, Enoch didn't want it. He really liked being in a Vulcan body, knowing the superiority, and that he wouldn't have any problems, like with Kirk and Doctor. And because of the metabolism, and they were going to be quickly killed if they didn't have something that will keep them, with a low metabolism. The fact that they made McCoy be so adamant about how dangerous this is, it was probably one of the reasons why I thought, yeah, there's a lot of risk and they're going to get into the risk. But like Kirk said, risk is our business, right? And they risked it. And unfortunately, the ones that got the shorter end were the species, Enoch, he believed he was going to get killed, so he ended up, killing himself. And then Thalesa and Sargon going into oblivion is such a sad thought, because Sargon really did want to help others. And he was so respectful of others' integrity. I mean, he took Kirk by force in the first one, but then Kirk was like, yeah, I'm here, and Anne did the same. Spock was super willingly to do this, and he ended up being the problem. I liked that Chapel was this vessel for Spock to be in and fool Enoch. Like, he already thought he had complete control over Chapel, so he wasn't even trying, and he never felt Spock in her body, because obviously Spock can control his mind so well that he can go imperceptible to other entities. Okay, so now I am gonna see some trivia about this episode. Just give me a sec. Okay, as a Lieutenant Commander, Anne Mulhall has the distinction of being the highest ranking female Starfleet character shown in the original series. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. The voice of Sargon was played by James Doohan. Oh, really? Sargon of Akkad was a Mesopotamian king, sorry, not Babylonian, Mesopotamian, who by most account began ruling around... Oh, he was a king, not even a god. Began ruling around 2269 BC. On the show, this episode takes place around the year 2268 AD. Okay. This episode marks George Takei's return to the series after an absence of some months while filming The Green Berets. His last appearance was I, Mud, which was 10 episodes earlier in production order. Okay, 10 episodes, that's a lot. First Star Trek appearance of Diana Muldaur. Diana. She would also appear as Miranda Jones in the episode Is There in Truth No Beauty? And as Dr. Catherine Pulaski on 20 episodes of The New Generation. Okay, John T. Dugan wrote the original script of this episode after he had read an article about highly sophisticated robots. In his original draft, Sargon and Thalesa continued their existence as spirits without bodies floating around the universe. That would have been alright. Will be some hope. Gene Roddenberry, who did an uncredited rewrite on the script, changed the ending to the aliens fading into oblivion. This led to Dugan using his pen name John Kingsbridge in the episode's credits. Oh. Well, I have to say, that was such a sad thought. They had good intentions. Just because some asshole decided to go against them doesn't mean they had to go into oblivion. They were not dangerous. Anyway, Joseph Pevney was originally slated to direct this episode. However, he quit the series after the immunity syndrome, citing the lack of discipline from the actors after producer Gene L. Kuhn left the show. This episode and its writer John T. Dugan earned a Writers Guild of America Award nomination in the category Best Written Dramatic Episode in 1968. Okay. The stand for one of the globes was later turned upside down and used as a piece of technology on Atos desk in All Our Yesterdays. I haven't seen that one. This episode features colorful backlights on Enterprise sets, mostly green and purple. I remember seeing that, which were not used since the early episodes of the first season. Yeah! I remember I liked so much the first season because it had these crazy colors and I hadn't seen them lately, and I saw them again in the transporter room and I was like, oh, they're back. But I didn't know they were not used since the first season. I thought I saw them in the second one. Alright. The remastered version of this episode aired in many North American markets during the weekend of July 7th, 2007. It featured new effects shots of the Enterprise and a new, more realistic version of Planet Arad. It also included shots of the planet matted into interior view screen shots. Yeah, it looked too polished. This is the second time a reference is made in Star Trek about the Apollo Moon program after Tomorrow is Yesterday. Filmed more than a year and a half before the first lunar landing, Kirk rhetorically asks McCoy in this episode, "Do you wish that the first Apollo mission hadn't reached the moon?" In real life, the first manned Apollo mission, Apollo 1, intended to be a test flight of the command and service module in Earth orbit only, never flew due to a tragic fire that claimed the lives of 3 astronauts. Shit. This happened on January the 27th, 1967, months before the script was submitted to the production team and a full year before this episode aired. The first Apollo mission in which astronauts orbited and technically reached the moon was Apollo 8 in December 8, 1968, 10 months after this episode aired. However, the Apollo 11 astronauts were the first to reach the moon by landing on it in 20th July. I'm sorry, but when you use dates, you use on 20 July 1969 after Star Trek was cancelled. Wow! Kirk's next comment about going on to Mars and then to the nearest star seemed to suggest that he is referring to the Apollo 11 lunar mission. I don't know. I don't think it will be just narrowed down to those. A still image taken from a blooper reel that shows Bill Blackburn removing the latex android makeup from his head later appears in the end credits of By Any Other Name. That episode was produced the week before this one and aired 2 weeks later. Okay. The name of the planet itself, Arad, is never mentioned on screen. Arad means stop in French, I was gonna say that, from which the English word arrest is derived. Okay. Still photos of a smiling Spock leaning against the doorway and a non-canonical image of Bill Blackburn dressed as the android were used in the end credits of the Immunity Syndrome. That episode was produced before this one but did not go to air until January the 19th, 1968. I'm gonna have to watch it again. This show signified another challenge for the acting talents of Leonard Nimoy, and he did beautifully, by the way. He portrays not only the typically stoic Vulcan, but also the evil and calculating Hinnock. Nimoy completely altered his facial expressions and physical bearing during his transition. He proved on this show that what a deliciously effective villain he could be with a persona other than Mr. Spock. Yes, he was scary. In all honesty, I liked it. But we had already seen him like a villain, you know, in Mirror Mirror. Anyway, the preview trailer features a different take of the scene just before Thalassa saps McCoy. In the preview, Thalassa says, "I could destroy you with one thought." In the completed episode, she says, "I could destroy you with a single thought." Okay. The Kiss song, 100,000 Years, had been believed to be inspired by the story, although this has not been confirmed. A botched take of the scene where Kirk is returned to his body after Chapel walks out of sickbay was included in the second season blooper reel. William Shatner says, "I'm fine, Bones," prematurely before DeForest Kelley completes his line. Kelly then says, "Are you alright?" as he and the crew begin laughing. Okay. The android body in which Talisa was to inhabit, played by Bill Blackburn, involved his head and upper body being totally encased with a latex spray, except for holes to allow for breathing. Wow. In earlier episodes, Nurse Chapel medical insignia was a science insignia with a red cross embroidered over the glove motif, making it appear as if there was a circle around the red cross. This was likely a cost-saving measure, as Chapel was the only nurse seen in the early series. In this episode, close-ups of Nurse Chapel show she is wearing a new upgraded insignia with a larger red cross instead of the altered science insignia. Okay. When Kirk initially meets Sargon in the planet's underground chamber, Sargon mentions that they were destroyed in a cataclysm that they unleashed on themselves. Kirk replies by saying they faced a similar crisis in the early nuclear age, but they found the wisdom not to destroy themselves. This can only be interpreted as they avoided World War III, yet in several other episodes it is mentioned that World War III did in fact occur. In one episode, for example, Spock even mentioned the deaths suffered in the Earth's First, Second, and Third World Wars. Okay, so I had to skip a lot of those because I think they were going to give me a lot of spoilers. I try not to spoil myself in any of the episodes. Anyway, this was incredibly fun. I really liked it. I can't believe how much fun I had watching this episode. And I think part of the audio is not going to be that good because I forgot to restart my recording anyway. I'm sorry about that. Anyway. Thank you for joining me on this episode. I really enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to give me your 15 favorite episodes of season 3 so that I can start making my new voting list. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless and bye-bye.